to rumble for this college football playoff game.
Texas.
Well, he thought about coming out, but instead takes in lead and will bring the football to the 25-yard line. He's going to get the chance to start this game off. Well, the energy in this building, Chris, is just going to pick up as this Sugar Bowl unfolds. As they say in New Orleans, le bon temps roulé. Let the good times roll.
And really one of the more hostile environments, I think, when it comes to bowl games. You know, I've called so many games in here. Think about the history. Going all the way back to 1935, they played the Sugar Bowl right here in New Orleans. I think a lot of people have associated this bowl game with the SEC. But as we've seen since the start of the playoff, teams like Washington, Ohio State, Clemson, among others, have made this trip down here to the Bayou.
And the motion by the back now forces the defense to adjust. Looking to make a play deep downfield. That deep shot is caught for a big gain. And they'll bring him down, but this offense creates a huge chunk play.
Man, they got exactly the right coverage early in this game that they were looking for. They found the matchup, and they hit a big one early.
And we're going to throw now on first down. Receiver makes the catch. Makes the grab and doesn't get much. He's going to be ruled down short of the marker. That completion makes it second and medium. Quarterback drops back. We're going to test the secondary. Quick throw. Catch made on the out route. The gain moves the football to the 6-yard line. It'll be first down and goal.
But it's another completion by this quarterback. Another great gain in a first down, and already over 30 yards through the air. This quarterback is in a zone here to start this game.
Launching one to the end zone. Touchdown, Gators. And they grab the early lead. We come out in the playoff game, Kirk. No signs of rust for the offense immediately.
Yeah, no jitters at all. After the layoff, I wondered how they might be able to come out and communicate and actually just the rhythm to the offense, but they did not hesitate. They set the tone early. Now they got themselves a lead.
And that kick will just bound into the end zone for a touchback. The Longhorns offense makes their way onto the field for their first possession. Well, it's not easy to narrow down the impact players to just a few guys, Kirk, but what do you expect from them today?
Well, we got guys that can make plays as well as anybody in the country on both sides of the ball. That's why I think this matchup is so exciting. Two good teams with great individual players.
He shreds the tackle. Moves the ball up to the 30.
Coaches told us in the pregame production meetings they love this back's mixture of speed and power. We know about the speed. He also showed the ability to break tackles on that one.
Offense getting set up. Here's second down. We're trying to run it with the option. Pitch play to the back. That's a big gain before he goes out of bounds. It'll move the sticks. More than enough for a first down.
You know, offensive linemen are just a certain breed. They're always going to do their job, no matter who's back there carrying the ball. I'll tell you what. They have a little bit more confidence when the person that's carrying the ball can break off some big-time runs. That makes them block just a little bit harder, knowing what he's potentially capable of doing.
Caught. Completion. They stopped the receiver, but that's a solid gain on that play. Here's the second down play. They're going to run it here. They tackle him. Looks like it's going to be just short of the marker, inches away. Offense trying to move into scoring position if they could convert third and short here from the 50. And they pick up the first on the ground. Brought down to the 47, and that will move the sticks.
It's a good job here by this offensive line and the running back. Listen, these guys have really had a lot to do with why they're in this playoff game, right? So give it to the offensive line in the back. Get the first down on this third and short. See what you can do from here.
The gain is 4, so it's second and 6.
Hey, listen, you don't always have to have big plays to be successful. It's a nice, solid gain here. Keeps you on schedule, and you get ready for that next play.
Makes a quick catch. They get him down quickly. Not much of a gain on that completion.
You know, they don't pick up the first down here, but they do get some positive yards, and I really like the route to get enough separation to give the quarterback enough room to put it in there.
Crucial third down play coming up. Can he get there on the ground? He's tackled inside the 35 and picks up a first down.
Great job here by this offense being able to convert. Let's face it, they've dug themselves a hole. They're down here early in this game. And with all this hype, the last thing you want to do is have to punt the ball. Come up with a conversion, keep your rhythm, keep your momentum, stick to your playbook. Good job here. Now let's see if they can keep that rhythm going.
Well, the big fella's Kurt flowing to the right there. The defense just has no answer. It's a huge gain.
Yeah, and what a patience there by the running back, just allowing those blocks to be set up there off to the right, and then once he saw the crease in the defense, accelerates through that hole to show you what kind of speed he has for a big gain and a first down. You know, the real estate gets tight inside the 10-yard line. You love a play caller who has the ability to either run it or throw it. That puts so much pressure on that defensive coordinator to know how to line up. It's not just a one-dimensional attack he's dealing with.
Couldn't quite get there, but brought down at the 1-yard line.
Hey, the defense is doing everything that they can to try to keep these guys out of the end zone. Now we've got a big third down coming up.
And he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, Longhorns. That kind of execution on a long drive, that's why this team made it the college football play.
That's exactly right. Being able to mix in the run with the pass, picking up first downs, and eventually coming up with the touchdown. That is a tough thing to do, and they made it look easy.
Getting set to kick the ball off now. So no return here. He takes in the end zone, and they'll begin the drive at the 25. And the Florida offense is back out on the field now. Remember, last time they scored a touchdown. Can they keep clicking here? Or the defense off the play fake, looking to throw. Lets it fly to the wideout. Looks downfield and finds a receiver who worked his way wide open. They bring him down, but a big chunk of yardage on the play. The Gators looking to crank up the tempo a bit.
You know, we talked this week with the offensive coordinator about what makes this receiver so special. He kept referring to his route running. Here's an example of that. Great route, enough separation to give the quarterback a nice lane to throw the football.
They get him down, but the game moves the ball to the 37. First down and 10. And here's the handoff. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1. That was that excellent linebacker with a clear path just running downhill quickly.
You know, I think one of the great things about watching this guy play all year is his vision. He just has great instincts. That time the defensive line ate up all the linemen, freed up the linebacker to get into the backfield, and the result is a tackle for a loss for the backer. That's a misfire there, Chris. This passing game has got to be able to get into sync and find a rhythm.
So the offense getting set. This is not where you want to be against this defense. Third and long. Junior steps up and makes an impact play. Looks like a man is down on the field after the last play, so we'll take a timeout. The Gators will bring their punt team on the field now. Looking to flip the field here. The punt goes out of bounds. Looks like they'll spot it near the 10. First down play call. How aggressive will it be? Testing the right side here. And he will make the first down. Tackled at the 26.
Just a really good job up front opening up that hole. And I'll tell you, watching this back more and more, love his vision, love the instincts that he has as a runner, and he has that combination of physicality and speed to be able to pick up first downs like that.
That'll pick up a first down. They'll spot it at the 38. The running play gives the offense a fresh set of downs. Keep it on the ground. There's the handoff. Tackled behind the line. It's a loss of 2.
Chris, I think we all kind of get caught up in third down. What is an offense doing on third down? But I think what's also important is how well you defend first down. If you can hold your opponents to a short gain or a tackle for a loss, you throw the offense out of whack, and their game plan gets
breaks clear, end zone ahead. It's a huge gain all the way down inside the 30. They trust the left side of that offensive line and come up with a huge play on the ground.
Yeah, your favorite, Chris, there. No pin and pull there to the left side. Great blocking on the left side, able to create a great push. Nice crease, and the back found that with the vision and picks up some big yards for that first down.
Receiver looks it in. It's complete.
You know, these kind of routes are always great for receivers who do a really good job of yards after the catch situations. And they're easy completions for the quarterback.
Short throw, running back makes the catch behind the line of scrimmage. And the defense smothers him for no gain. Now it's 3rd and short with 21. Defense trying to make a stand here and prevent a touchdown. Quarterback will throw it off the run-pass option. Heads out of bounds after a solid gain, more than enough to pick up a first down. Longhorns come to the line with 1st and goal. They'll try to run it in on 1st and goal. Fights his way in for the score. Touchdown, Texas. Kurt, they were backed up to start the drive, but some bold play calling, great execution, and they reach the end zone.
You know, it's easy to just kind of pull your horns in and get conservative when you're pushed way back close to your own goal line, but not this offense. They came out, showed the confidence that they have in their quarterback, and it paid off. Nice touchdown.
So they'll try to add to the lead now with the PAT. The extra point is good, so it's 14-7. Kickoff teams come on the field now to send this one away. He thought about returning it, but instead takes a knee. It'll be a touchback, and they'll start at the 25. The Gators offense retakes the field. The last time they were forced to punt it away. Can they get points out of this possession? Looking to throw it on 1st down. He's moving out of the pocket. He's going to pull it down and run. He'll avoid the tackle there with a slide.
Well, they did a good job of getting pressure on the quarterback, but, man, make the play, bring him down. Instead, they give up positive yards here on the scramble.
Looks right for a quick completion. Breaks loose at the 40. They bring him down, but that is a huge play for this passing game. Big game. The Gators come up to the line to crank the tempo up here. On 1st and 10, they'll look to throw. And he cannot escape the defense with a sack.
Well, it's another sack for this defense, Chris. If I'm not mistaken, they've had a lot of pressures. I think that's their 2nd sack of this game. And this defense has a lot to do with why they have this nice lead here early in the game.
Quarterback looking to pass here on 2nd down. He'll avoid the big hit with the slide.
Well, I thought the defense had him here, Chris. He should be down in the backfield, but instead, he gets out of the pressure and actually picks up some positive yards.
Now in 3rd and very long, looking to throw. It's picked off. He tried to fire the ball into a tight window. Can he take it all the way? And look at the return after the interception. Sets the offense up in good shape. So Texas has the lead, Kirk, as we break here for the quarter. And the first quarter is in the books. What is a huge opportunity for both these programs to get a step closer to a national championship. Back at it to start the quarter. Offense getting set to run a 1st down play. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Quarterback takes off now, looking to scramble. And the junior decides to pick up the 1st down himself.
Man, nothing is more aggravating for a defensive coordinator than this right here. You've got him. You got a chance to make a play on him, take him out of his rhythm, but instead, this guy gets away from that pressure, tucks it, and picks up some big yards.
They get him down, but that's a good run, enough to move the sticks and keep this drive going.
Boy, this guy can do it all. We know what he can do with his arm, but when things aren't there, does a good job of pulling it down, knowing where the 1st down marker is, picking up the 1st down.
Makes a quick grab. And he's tackled, but only after picking up a first down.
This offense is clicking, and clearly everything seems to be working. The coordinator's calling good plays. The quarterback and the rest of his receivers and running backs are executing. And frankly, this defense is showing almost no resistance.
Longhorns line up on 1st and 10 now. Takes the ball and heads to the left. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1. It'll look like they tried to get the ball to the edge, Kirk, but that play was just shut down before it could get going.
Yeah, that design is a sweep to get way out to the outside, but the defense flashes their speed there. Great instincts and speed to be able to bring that down for a nice loss.
Coming to the line on 2nd down, this is important. They want to avoid a 3rd and long. Tackle made after just a short gain. Crucial 3rd down coming up in the red zone. Can they keep the drive going, or will they have to settle for 3? Quarterback pre-snap adjustments now for this defense. Dropping back, we're going to throw for the first down. And he throws it away there, avoiding a mistake on 3rd down, and now a 4th down decision coming up. So now on 4th down, out comes the field goal unit. And it's no good. He missed it. And after the miss, it's still a 7-point lead.
Boy, this guy's usually more reliable than this. I thought that was going to be an easy field goal and 3 points, but instead, he misses, so you walk away with nothing.
They tackle him behind the line, a loss of 4. They lose yards on 1st down, so 2nd and long from the 16. And the back now goes in motion. 2nd down, we're going to throw it. It's a quick grab. And tackled there by the defense. So a very makeable 3rd down for this offense from the 26-yard line. Quarterback looking to connect with the receiver here. And he dumps it off to the tight end. The gain is not enough for 1st down, so it brings up a 4th and short. They'll kick it away here. Oh, he's got a crease here. Look out. The coverage team makes the stop on this return. Longhorns offense takes the field. They need something out of this possession. The last time they settled for a field goal attempt, but then they missed it. They make the stop to get the ball carrier down.
That play was perfectly defended. You know, sometimes as an offense and offensive coordinator, you hit a wall, and it's time to mix some things up on what you show the defense.
Run the pocket, delivers over the middle. Defense makes the stop after the completion. Not going to be easy here. Backed up a long way to go for a 1st down. Quick throw. The catch is made. Tackled across midfield at the 48. Good enough for a 1st down.
Well, this receiver has just that combination of speed and natural ball skill ability to be able to come up with play after play. Already over 50 yards here in this 1st half.
Toss play to the outside. The gain is 2 yards, so it's 2nd and 8.
You know, in the era that we live in right now, everybody wants to spread the field around, try to create space, try to create one-on-one matchups, and the defense is countered over the years by trying to play out wide. But here's a great example. The defense has the ability to play wide, but still be solid at the line of scrimmage and not give up big run plays.
And tackled after a small pickup there. Offense breaks the huddle and gets set. It's 3rd down. And he'll set up to throw. They give the running back a touch in the pass game. Catch made over the middle. They bring him down, but he was fast enough to get that 1st down yardage.
Boy, another positive gain for this offense, and this quarterback continues to show how dangerous he is when he has time to throw. The defensive coordinator's got to change up his looks, maybe bring in the blitz, anything they can do to get this quarterback out of this rhythm.
The Longhorns are going to cash in this red zone trip. Quick throw caught on the left side. And he's brought down, but he does have enough for the first down. A running play gives the offense a fresh set of downs. Scrambling, now he'll make the throw. He takes it into the end zone, but a marker is down, so hold on here. So the touchdown taken off the board by the offensive pass interference penalty. What a huge call in this game. And the 8th play on this drive coming up. Off the play fake on first down. Receiver makes the grab, and he heads out of bounds after gaining a few yards.
Well, it's a great catch near the sideline, and does a good job of getting that foot down to secure the catch.
The completion sets up a second down play. That's a nice scramble there, a big gain, but not enough for the first down. An important third down conversion coming here in the red zone. The quarterback's got it on the option. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1.
Well, that's what we call assignment football by the defense. They took away the back inside, and there's a perfect play to be able to stop an athletic quarterback on the option.
No problem. Knocks it right through. And that will extend their lead even further. So after coming away with 3 in that drive, the kickoff team is out. And he'll just take a knee. Drive will start at the 25-yard line. And the Florida offense retakes the field. First down here, the offense has time for one more play before the 2-minute warning. They're coming off a quick 3-and-out, so looking to put some, trying to create outside the pocket, but they've got him for a sack. So we reach the 2-minute warning, and this offense trying to get something going here and cut into this lead before halftime. Looking to pass here on second down. Catch made on the out route. Tackled quickly after the catch. He'll be short of the marker. They crank up the tempo here for this important third down play. Dropping back, looking to throw for the first down. Looking for his big tight end. Catch is made down the middle. Big play across midfield. Now they're threatening at the opponent's 38. Timeout is called by the defense. That's their first of the half. On 1st and 10 here, looking to throw the ball. Quick completion to the tight end. Defense reacts quickly. A very short gain on the play. Second down after that previous play. They snap it. Quarterback looking to throw the ball. Oh, downfield catch made on the left side. All the way to the end zone. Touchdown, Florida.
Love to watch this quarterback go out and execute in this kind of situation. He's doing a great job of ignoring the scoreboard and feeling a sense of pressure to have to play with more urgency. Right now he's executing. We're in the second quarter. Plenty of time to get back in this game.
Kickoff team is on the field. Let's see if they give the returner a chance to bring this one back. The kickoff, a little too hot to handle, goes through the end zone for a touchback. Okay, the Texas offense comes back out on the field. Last time out, they moved the ball well, but had to settle for a chip shot field goal. So here we go. First play of the drive, under 2 minutes before halftime. Keeping it on the ground here. That one takes it across the 30-yard line.
Chris, I just love to see this offensive line in this running game able to establish themselves. This back is already over 50 yards. We're in the first half, so really good job of establishing the run game. Opens up the play action, opens up one-on-one opportunities. Just keep winning the battle up front.
And that run, good for first down yardage. The drive moves on. There's the snap. They'll set up to throw. And the pass is incomplete. Second down play coming up for this offense. Quarterback drops back. Looking for his back. Pass ball is incomplete. There was a lot of contact. No penalty. Brings up third down. They come to the line, a long way to go for the first down, but needing this crucial conversion right now. On third down, he drops to throw. That pass is caught. Tackled across midfield at the 48, good enough for a first down.
Chris, that's another positive game for this offense, and this quarterback continues to show why he's had such a great year this year. When he has time to throw, he gets his feet set. He's as accurate as any quarterback in the country.
On 1st and 10, looking to throw. Fires it to the wideout. Looks downfield and connects with a wide-open wide receiver. And a big game before he goes out of bounds. The offense keeps churning, gets a fresh set of downs. Longhorns come to the line to start a fresh set of downs. First down, looking to throw the ball. Caught quickly. There's the tackle, but first down yardage.
You know who's got to love this offense picking up so many first downs? Their own defense. And when I played, I used to have defensive guys come down and tell me when we'd have a long drive how much it would allow them to rest and go out and play dominant football.
They're going to run the option. Pitch to the back. And he'll make it in for the score. Touchdown, Longhorns. Here comes the point after attempt. And the extra point gives them a double-digit lead. So the offense gets momentum, scoring before halftime. Now the kickoff. We'll see if the defense can get a stop and preserve that momentum. Doesn't bring the kick out. Touchback. They'll start at the 25. So here comes the first play of the drive. Can they do something in the final 30 seconds of the half? Looking for a gap. It's Cook. Tackled behind the line. It's a loss of 2. Well, they run it right into a blitz, and that linebacker was coming downhill, Kirk.
Man, what a time to call that blitz here by the defensive coordinator. And you're right, he shoots right through that A-gap. Really, the back had nowhere to go. By the time he got the ball in his hands, the linebacker's right in his face.
Minutes going to wrap up the first half here. Let's kick it down to Kevin Connors with our halftime update.
Chris, we wondered all week what this matchup would look like. So much at stake in this win-or-go-home game, and we've been treated to a fabulous first 2 quarters of playoff football. Talk about a first half from that dude out of the backfield. He's been a total game changer. And how many top plays moments have we seen on missed tackles alone? Video game moves from one of the shiftiest players in all of college football. That's it for us from our EA Sports Studios in Orlando. Let's head back to Chris and Kirk for the exciting conclusion of this one, where we'll find out who is moving on in the CFB.
What's the play call here on second down for this offense? And now the running back's got it again. Powerful running into the secondary.
Well, here's the first play to start this second half, and it's really more the same of what we saw in the first half. Really no need to make drastic changes. What you were doing in that first half gave you the lead. Just keep working on it.
How aggressive will they be on this first down play? The back's got it. Only a small gain. Now looking at 2nd and 9.
Well, the defensive coordinator this week already telling us about gap integrity, not giving this running back any creases at all. Really sound defense on that play.
The sophomore able to bring him down quickly. Challenging play for the offense. They face 3rd and long here from their own 43. Dropping back. They're going to throw for the first down. Oh, and he's got it. Big gain inside the 25. Tackle made quickly, but a big chunk play for this offense through the air. Longhorns pick up enough for a first down. Out of the shotgun, he'll hand it off. Goes backwards, losing 3 yards there.
My gosh, this offensive line's got to do a better job of blocking. The defense was zeroed in on the ball carrier and absolutely nowhere to go for the offense.
They'll ride the back again here. Tackled behind the line. It's a loss of 2.
Chris, that play just didn't have much of a chance at all from the snap. Quarterback hands this off and just nowhere to go. It's almost like the defense was anticipating the play call, and they put themselves in a position to come up with a nice tackle for a loss.
Incomplete. He was hit as he threw the football there on third down. So on fourth down, the decision is to trot out the field goal team. This one is right through, and they add to their lead.
Snap, the hold, the kick, everything there perfect to put 3 points up here for the offense.
So it'll be a touchback. Ball spotted at the 25. And the Florida offense is back out on the field now. And the first play of the drive now from the 25. They'll try the ground game here with the running back. They'll bring him down right at the 30-yard line. And the Gators hustle to the line to run the hurry up. Reverse. And they'll be smarter right at the line for no gain. And a player is down injured after that last play. We'll take a timeout while they check him out. Third down. The offense desperately needs a conversion here, trailing in the third quarter. Defense is coming after him. They've got him. Defense comes up with a sack.
Well, that takes the wind right out of your sails. This offense is trying to find a way to get back into this game, and another pressure and a sack against their quarterback.
And on fourth down, the punter sends it away. When he's got some space here. The coverage team able to bring the returner to the ground. And the Longhorns offense takes the field, looking to build on this lead on this possession. Had to settle for 3 last time out. Handoff to the back. And they'll stop him after a short gain.
Defense does a really nice job here of being able to contain that run game. Held him just to 2 yards. Chris, to me, this changes the playbook a little bit now for the offense. The guy calling the plays in 2nd and 8, that's a different deal. Now he's got to probably thinking about going through the air instead of staying on the ground.
Receiver brought down after a short pitch and catch.
This is an example of a quarterback and his offense just taking what the defense gives you. Not a huge play, but positive yards. The defense wants to give that throw to you. You take it, get the ball to your receiver, stay ahead of the sticks.
They're going to throw for it on 3rd and short. He makes the grab. Finally brought down, but this is a big play. Moves the ball down to the 21.
Think about this, Chris. These guys have been working since January of last year to get ready for a dream season. They've had that. Now they're here so close into the postseason and the playoff, working with the lead. It comes down to a 3rd down. They do their job, convert. Now they keep working that clock and getting so much closer to advancing to the next round.
So here comes 2nd down now. Every play important down here in the red zone. Shotgun formation. Here's an inside handoff. Brought down, but it's past the line to gain.
Look, I realize in any play call, when it's properly executed, it can go to the house for a touchdown. But the runs that really make a game plan work are the ones where you get just what you need. And he barely got the first down, but he got it.
So the ball moved back to the 12 for 2nd and goal. Talk about quickness. That play is absolutely blown up in no time.
Chris, I don't know if that's a misassignment by the offensive lineman or just really good instincts there by the defender, but that play is blown up right at the snap. Well, they love going to this guy in the slot, don't they? What a mismatch inside. He reels in another one. This guy's automatic.
Touchdown, Texas. This offense cannot be stopped.
Man, that's another touchdown for this guy. This defense better adjust and get eyes into that backfield, or he may go for a 3rd or a 4th later today.
On the ground, trying to power toward the goal line. And he will get into the end zone again. Follows up a touchdown with a successful 2-point try. Kickoff team is on the field to boot this one away.
Texas.
And he'll lead the kickoff right there. He'll start from the 25. The Gators offense retakes the field. Last time was a quick 3-and-out. Can they get a drive going this time? First down play call coming up. How aggressive will it be? Oh, it's a reverse. Tackled way behind the line of scrimmage. He'll lose 7 yards.
Boy, how about this defense? Just so physical against the run. These guys have not been able to do anything on the ground, and it's because of that defensive line and those linebackers taking away the run game.
They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1. When they don't block the defensive end, who shows some quickness, Kirk, getting around the edge that time.
Yeah, this guy's usually getting around the edge to put pressure on the quarterback, but he reminds everybody here that this guy's a complete package. Not only...
Oh, that one's picked off. Not much on the return, but they set up the offense at the 35.
Boy, this defense has been great the entire football game here. They knew they had a lot of pressure on them in the playoff. They stepped up and played well all game long, and now they get a critical interception here late in this game.
And it's intercepted. He stepped in front of that bullet. He's got some room and some blockers here. The 30. And they bring him down. Great play by the defense, but there is a flag on the field. Let's see if the play stands. The offense will obviously decline that penalty and take the result of the play. Outstanding field position to begin this drive. Oh, here comes the reverse. A solid 8-yard gain brings up a 2nd and 2. The Gators are in the red zone.
29 Philly. 2-9 Philly.
Offense will keep it on the ground here. And he's brought down, but not before he gets first down yardage.
It was a nice job up front by the offensive line. Give the running back an assist for setting those blocks up before he's able to get downfield for the first down.
The Gators trying to punch it in. It's 1st and goal. Here's the snap. Offense looking to throw the ball. Caught behind the line. It's Cook. Tackled at the 8 after the completion.
Well, the running back that time just kind of sneaks out of the backfield and shows his hands on that nice catch.
All right, it's 2nd down and goal now for this offense. Receiver in motion now. Tailback tests the middle of the defense. He's tackled down at the 4-yard line. Defense getting pushed back.
They're getting closer, but they're obviously thinking that this is 4-down territory. At this point in the game, trailing the way they are, they've got to come up with a play to put this ball into the end zone.
3rd and goal. Looking to throw the ball. And the sophomore making an impact play.
And just like that, you squeeze the life out of this offense. That's another sack by this defense. They have been in that backfield the entire game, and a big reason why these guys are enjoying the lead.
Knocks that one right down the middle. Following the field goal, the kickoff team is out there now.
I was watching this guy in pregame. He has got a strong leg. Not surprised here he's able to put 3 points up here for the offense.
Okay, the Texas offense comes back out on the field. See if this quarterback can bounce back. The last possession, a pick on the very first play. And the first play of the drive now from the 25. Out of the shotgun, he hands it off. Breaks the tackle, gets into the clear. They bring him down to the 38, but that's good enough for a first down.
You know, a lot of people feel running backs with elite speed shy away from contact, but that wasn't the case there. Instead of running around the defender, this back elected to run right through him.
Throws a stiff arm. Solid run, tackled at the 45-yard line.
Great job by the offensive line opening up some holes and giving the running back room to run on first down. Plays like this can open up the playbook for the play caller, allow him to make that defense think they're going to...
Intercepted, picked off by the defense. Going the other way, can they stop him? That's a potential game changer, the pick and the big return.
Wow, a risky call by the offensive coordinator, playing with the lead in the playoff in the second half, throwing the football. I don't disagree with it, But now you give this defense a chance to create a turnover, and they capitalize here with the pick.
They bring him down quickly, a short pitch and catch to get a little bit closer to the marker. Takes the handoff. It's Cook. He's wrapped up nicely there by the freshman.
See, that's how you limit what an offense wants to do. This time, the defense just won the battle up front at the line of scrimmage, not giving up any big plays. Everybody's gap sound, and it's really solid defense on that play.
Caught over the middle. And he picks up the first down, tackled at the 32. And the Gators come to the line to start a fresh set of downs. A pop pass on the jet sweep. Just a small gain, looking at 2nd and 9.
Boy, I'm a big fan of that jet sweep motion like that. It really forces the defense to stretch them out horizontally and can create some vertical seams for this offense. They got some positive yards. Didn't quite get the first down, but I'll tell you what they've done. Planted a seed on this defense, and they better defend this style of play moving forward.
So Texas has the lead, Kirk, as we break here for the quarter. And with 3 quarters in the books, with a chance to stay alive in the playoff at stake, let's take a quick look at the stats so far. They're going to chuck it again. It's caught downfield. No stopping and takes it all the way. Touchdown, Gators. That's another passing strike from his quarterback. He is having himself a tremendous ballgame.
Boy, this guy just can't miss. Every single time he throws, it seems like he's coming up with another touchdown. The receivers are running good routes. He has enough time to throw. And, man, this poor defense, they might want to think about changing up the coverage. Because right now, it is not working.
And the PAT makes the lead 11, 35-24. Now the kickoff team is out on the field. Return starts from inside the 5. And he's 19. Good job by the coverage team. And the Longhorns offense takes the field. The last possession ended in an interception. Let's see if they continue to trust this quarterback in the passing game. First down here for this offense. Takes the ball and heads to the left side. They'll tackle him right at the 25-yard line.
Hey, you got to do what you got to do. You got to rely on that offensive line in the running game here to be able to secure a victory. Good call, and just keep working that clock.
They'll run it here. And the defense able to hold him there to a short gain. So a very makeable third down for this offense from the 26-yard line. Can he make it to the marker? Tackled right at the 30, good enough to move the sticks. Looks like a player is down injured at that last play. We'll take a timeout while they check it out. That's solid run, good for first down yardage. They'll run the option. He'll pitch it. Breaks loose at the 45. He'll head out of bounds after another big gain. They have chewed up this defense with the ground game today. The Longhorns pick up first down yardage to keep the drive going. Trying to flex the ground game here. Running back takes the handoff. And just a short gain this time. They're able to get him down.
Now, I like the run play here. And offensively, at this point in the game, you want to remain in that attack mode first, while also staying in bounds and working that clock.
Defense gets him down, but they'll take the gain on that play.
Man, you know, the back gets a lot of the attention here. He's a good back. I love to see that offensive line win the battle of the line of scrimmage.
Third down after that running play. They'll try to run for the first down. Tackled, but only after picking up a fresh set of downs. Looks like a man is down on the field after the last play, so we'll take a timeout. They continue to pound away on the ground. Ranks up at 1st and 10. Same tailback, another carry. The freshman brought down after a nice run.
Boy, this offense just seems to get more confident as this football game is played out. They've got a nice lead. Here they are in the fourth quarter, just working that clock, possessing the football, and trying to get out of here with a nice, solid victory.
Quarterback moving out of the pocket, trying to create. Some contact on the throw, and it's incomplete. Even on a first down throw, he was under some heavy pressure.
Well, sometimes an answer for an offensive coordinator against a good pass rush is to move the launching point, move the quarterback from one spot to another to affect the rhythm of the pass rush. That's not having any kind of impact at all on this defense. They're getting after this quarterback no matter where he is. They do a good job of it right here.
Here's the option play. Pitches to the back. And the play goes nowhere. Picked up about a yard, but it'll be fourth down.
Well, it seemed like the offense was trying to throw some kind of misdirection with that run there. But give credit to the defense. They were prepared for anything, and they swallowed that running back up. Nice defensive stand.
On fourth down, they'll try and run for it. Doesn't quite get in, but it sets up a first and goal for this offense.
You're starting to see this defense, I think, wear down now that we're in the fourth quarter. It's been a tough day for them, and the offense is taking advantage of it. A lot of positive plays. Good job of eating as much clock as they can here on this drive in the fourth quarter.
The Longhorns line it up with first and goal. First and goal, handoff. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1. And a player is down injured after that last play. We'll take a timeout while they check him out. It's a second and goal play for the offense. Keep it on the ground, trying to power in for the touchdown. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Longhorns. So the offense flexing, Kirk, and stretching the lead here now in the second half.
Well, you can catch your breath here a little bit if you're this offense. That touchdown can help you out. But now your own defense can help you preserve the lead so you can go back out and continue to build upon that to the finish.
42, Texas. 24.
And he's going to bring this out from a couple yards deep in the end zone. Tackled at the 13. Not great field position to start the drive. And the Florida offense retakes the field. Here's the first play of the drive. They'll set up from the 13. First down. They're going to throw the football. Sacked. It's a loss back to the 6.
Chris, I'm really surprised by the way this game has turned out. That's another sack by this defense. They've done such a great job of preparing a plan to get ready for one of the top quarterbacks in the country. They've kept him out of sync, applied pressure, and a big part of the reason they're enjoying this lead right now.
Backed up the 6-yard line. It's second and long. Here's the snap. Quarterback drops back. Finds his man. It's DeMarco. They bring him down. That's a very solid game, but still well short of the first down. So let's see what they like here on 3rd and short from inside their own 20. Important to pick up this first down. Escapes the pocket. Quarterback gets down to avoid the big hit.
Chris, watch him work through his progressions here. Finds the first and the second option aren't there. By the third option, he's got to pull it down and try to pick up some positive yards, in which he did. And then
And the sophomore's got him for a sack.
This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle the pressure of this pass rush. We've seen it demonstrated time and time again to the tune of, Chris, get this, 7 sacks in this game so far.
Tackle finally made. That's a very solid gain, but not close to first down yardage yet. Drops back, looking to throw for it on 3rd down. He's got his man in the open field. Oh, and he's in the clear down the left side. Can they catch him? Takes it all the way to the house. Touchdown, Florida.
This guy can do it all. We've seen him go behind coverage and make plays downfield. We can see him catch the ball underneath, just like this. And when he catches a football, he is so dangerous after the catch. This one leads him into the end zone for the 6 points.
Now they line up to kick the extra point. And there's the point after. Looks like they're lining up to attempt an onside kick. And looks like the hands team are able to recover the football. Looks like a player is down injured at that last play. We'll take a timeout while they check it out. This line getting set up. It's a first down play. And, of course, they'll work the clock here, keep it on the ground.
Chris, good job here on this stop, but remember the ball is inbounds and the clock keeps moving here late in the game and you're trailing. As a defense, you got to start thinking about utilizing those timeouts. You got all 3 to use. At what point are you going to start putting those into play?
They bring him down to the 25. They're moving closer and closer to the red zone. Offense will set up on 1st and 10.
Let's go.
And there's the handoff. Take it down, but not before he makes the first down.
Chris, this back has had a great day. They're winning the football game. I just looked at my stats. This guy's at 99 yards on the day. You can tell how badly he wants to cross the 100-yard threshold. He's been superb today.
Caught near the goal line. And he scores. Touchdown, Texas. How important was that touchdown, Kirk? It's now a 2-possession game here in the second half.
It's a great job of this offense with their execution and having situational awareness here in the second half. They now have, as you said, Chris, this 2-possession lead. They got a great chance to finish it off and get a win.
Kickoff team on the field getting set now.
Texas.
And it comes out to the 25. No return attempted there. And the Florida offense is back out on the field now. Fresh set of downs for the offense. First down. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Short pass finds the tight end. And they get him down after the completion. The Gators will hustle to the line here to run the hurry up.
I love what the defense is doing here. Sitting back, giving up some plays underneath, tackling these guys inbounds, and just keep that clock rolling.
The defense grabs him after the completion. He's just short of a first down. Going to pick up the third and short through the air. Grab near the sticks. It's Connors. And the gain just good enough for a first down. The Gators come to the line to start a fresh set of downs. We've reached the 2-minute warning here. And then get the football back. Here comes a first down pass attempt. Here's a target, and it's complete. Tackle made after the completion. The clock is still running. They got to get set quickly. Quarterback looking to throw it on second down. And the sack is made. That's a nice play there by the sophomore. Offense been in reverse here. Now a long way to go to convert this third down. Dropping back, looking to throw for the first down. Pulls it in. It's Connors. Big play in enemy territory all the way to the 41-yard line. So the offense calls a timeout here. That's their first of the half. And looking to throw now on first down. Down goes the quarterback. It's a sack. The sack sets up second down. From the gun, he looks for an open man. Pressure coming, and they've got him again. And the offense will wisely spend a timeout after the play. Clock management's going to be very important here in the final minutes. Looking to throw it on third and very long. Defense shoves him out of bounds. Not much of a gain there.
This is a nice job here by this defense on third down. They take away all the options downfield, and they recognize the quarterback scramble. He almost comes up with his...
The QB throws his third pick of the day. Look out, he's got some space. At the 10 now. Gonna take it all the way in. Pick six. Touchdown, Longhorns. They'll try to add to the lead now at the PAT. The extra point is good, and they stretch the lead a little bit more. Now they get set to kick it away.
31, Texas.
Well, they thought about coming out, but instead takes a knee, and they'll bring the football to the 25-yard line. The Gators offense retakes the field. They need a miracle. A couple of them here in the last couple minutes. Down big. Snags the quick throw. Defense surrounds him. Just a short gain on that completion.
I really like what this defensive coordinator is doing right now. He's got a nice lead. Just sit back. The most important thing is tackling this offense inbounds so that clock will keep ticking.
He'll avoid the sack, but is brought down after a short gain. So ball at the 30. This is a manageable third down play for the offense. The sophomore able to get home with the sack.
It is a sack party out there for this defense. Everything going their way. You know that this offense is going to try to throw the football down by such a big margin late in the game.
Oh, and he's in the clear now. It's a foot race. Inside the 10. Touchdown, Gators. Made the defense look slow that time. And they'll set up for the PAT.
Man, this defensive coordinator better adjust to this receiver. All they did was get him the ball in space, and you can see what he can do after the catch. One defender will not slow this receiver down today. You better bracket him or use double coverage.
Here's the kickoff team. Let's see if they give the returner an opportunity to bring this back. He'll call for the fair catch here. Big guys up front lined up. It's first down.
Ringo, Ringo. Here we go.
One back in the backfield, and he'll get the carry. Tackle behind the line. It's a loss of 2. Now out with 17 seconds left.
Well, the back just had nowhere to go. How about the defensive line? They blocks up front, freeing those linebackers up to be able to make the play. Just a bad play all around for this offense.
After a first down loss, it's 2nd and long from the 23. And the quarterback dropping back. He'll take a deep shot here. They try a downfield shot. That's a good effort there, but now it's 3rd down.
Well, Chris, the offense takes a shot downfield, and this defender does a great job of making a play on the ball. Not only that, he tips that ball up into the air. Good chance for the defense to come up with an interception there.
They're backed up here, trying to make something happen on 3rd and long. Dropping back, looking to throw for the first down. On the tight end, grabs it over the middle. Tackle is made very near midfield. Good enough for a first down. And a timeout is taken with just 1 second remaining in the game. Longhorns will have 1st and 10 here. There's the snap. Quarterback setting up to throw. Catch made down inside the 15-yard line. Touchdown, Texas. To stretch the lead, the route is on.
You know, coaches love to see a football team that doesn't get caught up in the scoreboard. They're just out executing and doing what needs to be done. That's what we're seeing from this offense. Yeah, they continue to put points on the board and they're pulling away. I just love to see the execution and how they're going about their business.
Of course, in the playoffs, it's survive and advance. This is a crucial W. Great performance, but now the stage gets even bigger. The challenges will continue going forward.
Yeah, more and more pressure will grow as this team continues to win football games, but you and I have been around this team all year long.